Time is something you can't control. You can't add more of it, nor you can have it back. Once it passes, it passes. However, the only thing you can think about is that, did I spend my time wisely what I was doing? Did I spend my time properly? Did I enjoy it? Did I waste my time? And now that you're thinking, what does this have to do with Battlefield 6? A lot, actually. What I'm trying to say here is that I am out of time. I'm not dying, by the way. I'm just really don't have much time spending on Battlefield 6. When I do have time, it feels like a waste. And if I don't have time, it also feels like a waste. And this is not to shit on the game is fine. What I'm trying to talk about is EA and live service go hand in hand. Not the good kind, more so like, it's like shit from a butt. EA's the butt and live service is the shit. Well, not the good kind of shit, but you know. Every modern AAA game that was made by EA, well, actually not made by EA, more like published by EA, is always going to have live service. And that's unfortunate. Well, you know, because live service gameplay is fucking awful when you paid $60 for a game.
And especially 2042. And this isn't even EA's fault, by the way, that microtransactions is a thing in your AAA games, especially the games that you paid $60 for.
And you know whose fault that is? The player base. And when I meant player base, I meant the minority of them. And when I meant minority of them, it's the fucking majority of fucking whalers spending thousands and thousands of dollars on a fucking game that they already paid 60 or 70 or even $200 on an ultimate bundle just so they can spend on a fucking skin or a character that they're gonna use for 2 weeks or so. And before that character set or said weapon gets nerfed and they don't use it anymore, they don't think about the money they just spent on this game because they're too rich, they're too stupid. According to this summary, in 2017, CFO Blake Jorgensen stated, some players have more time and some players have more money. Justifying microtransactions, especially in ultimate team modes like FIFA and Madden, while highlighting massive digital earnings, providing players do spend on these recurrent consumer spendings models, despite community backlash, solidifying microtransactions as a key part of their business strategy for live services. You know what's funny? I know these types of people. And you know how I know these types of people? I know friends that spend hundreds of dollars just for a fucking skin for a character that they're gonna play for like a month or so and then forget about it, that they just spent $500 on a fucking skin. And they say they can't spend $60 or $40 or fuck, even $20 for a discounted game that probably benefit them a lot more. Because you wanna know why? Because it's shiny to them. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I never spent any money on live service products before. In fact, I actually don't mind live service products, especially games that are good and the live service is good. And also, I don't think every game should have a live service model, especially Battlefield. During my teenage years as a gamer, I have sunk a lot of hours into Apex Legends, a free live service battle royale, because I enjoyed the Titanfall series, and you know, Apex Legends is kind of the same as Titanfall, and it was during the prime years of battle royale. I sunk hundreds and hundreds of hours into that game, and I want to show that appreciation by spending $20 on their battle passes. So I thought that was a good purchase, but that said purchase also needs, you know, a lot of time on it, which I had during my prime years as a teenager. And as an adult, I spent most of my hours playing Helldivers 2, another live service game, but this time this game cost $40. And I felt like that was worth the $40 of just playing that game alone. Even they have their own battle passes, aka war bonds, which cost like $20 as well. Yes, I know they're not the same as Apex Legends or any other EA games where it's a one-time purchase where you purchase this first battle pass and then the second battle passes are quote-unquote free with their currency. But their currency can be grinded through in-game gameplay, where you can just play the game and naturally get super credits, aka the money or currency to buy said battle passes. I already spent like $80 in their battle passes, and I know it's not all of them, but still, I do show my appreciation when a good live service game is fun. Was that $80 worth it? Yeah, absolutely. But with Battlefield 6, I feel like this game shouldn't be a live service. Before I go full on negative, I'm just gonna say that Battlefield 6 has been an enjoyable Battlefield experience. The gameplay is very good, it's well optimized, and it doesn't have the shitty EA launcher, which I fucking hated. However, with the launch of Season 1 of Battlefield, they introduced Battle Passes, introduced the Battle Royale, aka Red Sack, introduced the Gauntlet game mode, aka what you can play in the finals, but much more better. They added these few free game modes, a Battle Pass, for this live service game. And you can see from these player numbers that it shot to the fucking mountains and then dropped instantly because nobody wants to play a Battle Royale in 2025, especially Battlefield fanbase. And which is funny because I feel like EA is trying to provide as much game modes, as much stuff, as much free-to-play stuff for non-Battlefield fans so that they can introduce Battle Royale players into Battlefield, which is kind of stupid because people want to play Battlefield for the Battlefield.
I'm not saying the Battle Royale is bad. In fact, I think the Battle Royale is good. It's a pretty fun Battle Royale with a lot of stuff. It's just that, why the fuck am I playing Battle Royales in 2025 or 2026? The Battlefield fanbase just does not like the Battle Royale. We have seen time and time again that nobody in the Battlefield fanbase wants a Battle Royale. Even though it's free, nobody wants to play it. Nobody likes the live service of it. You wanna know why? Because it's a competitive game. Battle Royales are competitive. The Battlefield game modes are casuals. Why are the casuals going to play competitive games? And besides, a guy like me who still plays Apex from time to time, even I have that competitive fatigue. When I want to play a casual game, I go for Battlefield. And if I want to go competitive, I'll go, I don't know, Warzone, Apex, games like those. But I come for Battlefield for the Battlefield. A game like Arc Raiders is a good example. This game has been a hype for a long time, much like Battlefield 6. Both games came out the same month, yet drastically different results in player numbers. I'm talking about a game that lost 95% of its player base, and a game that lost only like 80 to 20% player base. Yet, both sides' live service are completely different. Arc Raiders doesn't force you to play a certain role or a certain way to grind for their battle pass. You just play, and the more you do, the better loot you get, or the better progress you get. Battlefield, however, doesn't do that. I have a lot of things that need more attention than just, gaming. I have a job. I have friends, multiple groups of friends that need to go out and hang out, play games with them, and just being around with them and having fun. I have families to take care of. I don't want to spend my time on something that is tedious, aka what the fuck is Battlefield 6 doing? I just don't want to waste my time because I am almost out of time. Not dying again, just saying. But literally the whole reason I bought Battlefield 6 is that because I enjoy the open beta. I literally spent hours playing the open beta. Yes, I know it was still just a beta, but I spent hours on that game because I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the progression of it. I just enjoyed the gameplay of it. I just enjoyed that there was no live service in anything. Cut to now, 2026. Season 1, battle passes, bundles, storefronts. Okay, sure, put it in. My blood. But at least make the progression fun, or the progression quicker, or make what you did feels worth it. It also feels like this game is trying to punish people who did not do what, EA has told them to. No matter how well you did in that game, or how well you earn points in that game, you still get the same shitty progression what they did in 2042. With all these problems of, live service and battle royales and free play game modes and stuff, the biggest issue with Battlefield is time. EA is just so out of touch that they don't realize that the majority of their fan bases are 30 to 40-year-old dads or women just don't have the time to play any games. They just want to hop on the game, play like maybe an hour or so, and then hop off. That's just what we want. Even I, as a 24-year-old adult, don't have time for it. I just want to play an hour of Battlefield and log off, and probably play the game next day or maybe next week, because I don't have the time to play video games every day now. Now, I know I've reached the point of the video where I'm just second monitor content by now, but if you've been noticing my appearance, I have gotten a haircut, my clothes have been changed a lot, and I'm missing socks now. This video has been a long time in the making, almost a month now. Battlefield 6 has been nothing but dead to me. I know Season 2 is right around the corner, and I just don't have the feeling of playing Battlefield anymore. Especially with the live service model. I just don't feel the interest in playing anymore. I've been replaying Cyberpunk and any AAA games that I've enjoyed in the past. because I feel like that's more worth it. And I feel like that's the point, is to find something that's worth your time. Or heck, just sleeping. You feel much more better just playing this shitty live service slop. And speaking of time has taken a lot of things away from me in my life, and especially one person that has been taken away from the FPS genre. If you guys don't know who this guy is Vince Zampella, aka the godfather of shooters. This guy has created Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, one of the two most popular CODs ever. And with its future titles like Apex Legends, which still exists to this day and still decently thriving, and one of my favorite shooters, which is unfortunately the series has been discontinued, Titanfall 2. One of my favorite shooters ever to exist. And with his latest title, which is Battlefield 6, unfortunately the game has been ruined not by the gameplay but EA itself with all this live service slop. And I kind of feel bad that this is his last game ever to create. Not from a high note. And unfortunately he died in a car accident in December 21st, 2025. So this is our last modern shooter game, which is kind of sad to see because we have no one else right now to create these cool multiplayer shooters that is good for the fan base as well. Not from COD and not from Battlefield. And certainly not from other game devs, unfortunately. So all we have to do is just take our time. Maybe someone will take up the mantle and make a good shooter. Unfortunately, I have to end this on a sad note, but just letting you know, your time is also precious. So make sure to spend that time wisely, because we'll never get it back again. But don't do drugs. That's not a good way to pass time.